that one DC game that refuses to die, Marvel getting into a little bit of Overwatch action, and Tencent said, let there be clones because I want me some of that Pokemon money. Welcome to your Tuesday episode of The Blip. You know, if somebody told me that in 2011, DC Universe Online would be released, and that in 2024, not only would it be coming to a modern console in the form of the PlayStation 5, but it would also be getting brand new content, including new dungeons and new story missions 13 years after release, I'd say you were fucking crazy. There have been MMOs that have come out and died in the lifespan of DC Universe Online, and I fucking love it. I recently said it when I played Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League that, in all honesty, DC Universe Online should probably just go over to Rocksteady and say, "Hey, what engine does?" Hold on, because now I need to see. I need to see what engine is it. Unreal? It is made in. That doesn't tell me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Creation. No, wait a minute. Is the info up here? It's made in Unreal 4. I would have taken the Unreal 4 engine, saw what Rocksteady did with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and I just make a new DC Universe Online game. That would be my next step. Because to be quite honest, I think DC Universe Online is still, it's dated. Trust me, it's old as fuck. Because the engine that it's made in can't do a lot of the new mechanics that the new engines can do. However, I loved my time playing DC Universe Online. I think my very first character in DC Universe Online was very much a Batman based character where I think it's acrobatics, where you use the grappling hook to basically move around on the rooftops, and then you have like the super boost and you can jump from building to building. That was dope as shit. And then my next character was my Flash character, which was also fun. One of the things that DC Universe Online did really well, especially back then, was the movement tech. You really felt as though you were each and every one of these characters. Like running up to the top of buildings as a Flash character and just boosting yourself off. Fucking great. Absolutely loved it. My final character was a Green Lantern based character, and that was the character that I played just continuously. I think I made a Green Lantern based character. Then they released the Yellow Lanterns, which was the last major DLC that I played. I made a Red Lantern character, and I played through the Hall of Justice stuff all the way up until I was doing some type of story mission. I don't remember which one exactly, but had a blast, had an absolute ball. And we're talking that was over 8, maybe 9, no, maybe 8, 7 years ago since the last time I played DC Universe Online. Please, anybody out there, listen to me, please. The makers are Dimensional Ink Games. Listen to me, but they're published by Daybreak Game Studio. Crazy. Listen to me. 2024, 2025, we need a new DC Universe Online game. I feel as though Unreal 5 is the perfect engine to basically capture the spirit of what a lot of those games back in the day were. If you remember City of Heroes and City of Villains, or Champions Online and DC Universe Online, it is time. We live in an era now. We live in a society where I feel as though we should already have that type of superhero game, and you have the framework. It has always been there. The framework has been sitting before you for the last 13 years. Just take everything that you've learned, everything that you've done, the entire way that you've crafted DC Universe Online, and drop that bitch in a new engine, and I swear to God, you will make money. You will make money. You'll have a lot of the old fans returning to the new game, and a lot of the people that are still playing this game and keeping it alive coming over to what you've created that is new. please, please, I beg of you, think about it. Give us a new DC Universe Online game. I'd love you more for it. Now we're moving on to our next story. Well, I thought I hit something that I wasn't supposed to. Well. Another contender has entered the Overwatch space. Now recently, I spoke about what is that game that Bungie is making? Marathon, and the fact that Marathon is going to be moving towards the hero-based shooter identity. It would seem as though Marvel has sat back and went, wait a minute, we have a whole roster of like a bajillion characters. Why don't we just make a Overwatch style champion game? Listen to me. Yes. Because in my mind, I'm already comparing certain characters to how certain people play, and you can't tell me that Sigma from Overwatch isn't just basically Magneto. That Magneto wouldn't just basically have Sigma's entire fucking kit. Like you can't tell me that Echo isn't based, or at least the way in which she moves in the air isn't just basically Storm, or a Nightcrawler kit that is very much like what is his name, Reaper, where he could just blink up here and blink down here. He probably has melee based attacks with a ranged attack, something along those lines. Man, go ahead and make this game. Go ahead and what? Like what? Are you kidding me? Especially with how well the X-Men cartoon is currently doing in the way in which portraying the characters and their powers, I would pay money to play out there like my man Cyclops. Just optic beam, optic blast, optic blast, optic blast, spin, hit him with a quick two-piece, optic blast. Oh, what? Man, don't play games with me. Don't joke around. Don't no. Absolutely not. No. Listen to me. Make this game. Because for a lot of people who've been playing the card game on your phones, Marvel Snap, they've really been hitting in regards to the Marvel games. There is another game, I'm remembering the Star Wars version of it, but I'm not remembering the Marvel equivalent to it, which is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, where it's basically you collect champions, you send champions on missions, and you earn energy and blah blah blah. The Marvel version of that was actually really fun. Marvel Snap, the card game, came out. That was really fun. It was fun enough that it actually, I think, got a release on Steam, so people can actually just play it on their PC. And I didn't realize how big Marvel Snap was until two of my coworkers were talking about it. And these are two people who don't usually game; they're just Marvel fans, and it's something that they use to do in between like their shifts. Yes, make this game. Not only you, DC, listen to me. If Gundam can go out and make a Overwatch clone themselves, there is no reason why DC and Marvel can't both have Overwatch clones for their game. I mean, to be fair, we kind of had multiverses, but in my opinion, I think multiverses kind of fell flat since it was a Smash Bros. Clone. But at the exact same time, yes, give me that game. I want that game. I want to be able to play as Magneto and Thor and Captain America and Iron Man and Nightcrawler and Wolverine and Cyclops and Mockingjay. And where's my wallet? Where is it? Where's the wallet so that I can present you with the money that is going to come out of my pocket and go right into your accounts? Because there's no way you're sitting in front of me and you're like, I don't think this game will do extremely well. This game will do extremely well if you follow the tried and true method and you land somewhere in between Valorant and Overwatch, you will succeed in regards to this game. There is no way, in my opinion, that I think that you will fail. And the name of this game is Marvel Rivals, and it's being developed by NetEase. I have my own issues with this company. um, I have my own issues with this company. I'm just saying, like NetEase has not been. They're not exactly the best. A lot of the times they go for the quick buck instead of going for a title that is actually going to have staying power. What was the last game NetEase worked on? The last game they worked on was... It sure as shit wasn't that. Game portfolio. Oh, they're working on a ton of games I haven't even seen yet. Or at least I haven't seen in America yet. Which is crazy. Naraka Blade Point. That's the only game I can honestly say out of their entire folder that I've heard of. Oh, and they've also worked on another Marvel project called Marvel Super War. So that's a thing. So they've worked with Marvel titles before, but most of their other shit, I never heard of it day in my life. But yeah, there's no way in which this game there's no way this game can fail unless it's set out to fail, and I hope that that is not the case. And now we move on to our final story of the day. And our final news story of the day, everyone's favorite Chinese video game company Tencent is back at it again with the clones. Tencent is that company that they can't do anything for themselves. And what I mean by that is they are not creative enough to create something new that is wholly of their own. They're only really able to either co-op something that somebody else is doing or cloning something super popular that somebody else is doing. And we've arrived at the cloning attempts because like most things in regards to Tencent, um it's time to clone Palworld. So Palworld, the game, the Pokemon clone that basically took the world by storm, it has been decided by Tencent that they will be working on not one but count 'em, two dose Palworld clones. A report basically came out today. Rumors are abound that Chinese gaming giant Tencent is making two new games in the same vein as Palworld, capitalizing on the sleeper hits genre mixing popularity. Palworld has sold millions of copies since its release in January 2024, which is why it's not surprising that a developer looking for its next big profitable project would look to it for inspiration. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am, in all honesty, tired of this being the way in which certain companies do work. And what I mean by that is there are so many companies there are so many companies that they're like, yeah, no, I don't possess any skill. I don't know how to make games that, you know, will be able to draw people in. All I can do is create clones of what's essentially popular. And we have been through a absolute cycle, and I've mentioned this cycle before. First it was the MMOs and World of Warcraft, where everybody had to create a World of Warcraft clone. Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars: The Old Republic Online. Then we moved into the era of the MOBA, where everybody had to be like Dota or everybody had to be like League of Legends. There are so many out there of them that came out and failed that it really is just a waste of time trying to copy them. Then of course you had like the Call of Duty genre, then you had all of these like just other genres that there is no attempt to move the genre forward. There is only attempt to basically steal some of the customers from Fortnite. I'm gonna make a Fortnite clone that really doesn't change the gameplay of Fortnite. Maybe you can do like one or two things a little bit extra. That's basically it. But I'm not really creating it to have staying power or to be bigger than Fortnite. I'm just creating it to just carve off maybe 6% of the millions of people that play Fortnite for myself so I can have a steady income stream. Usually it's left to the original game to essentially move the genre forward. You see Fortnite constantly evolving, you see League of Legends constantly evolving, you see WoW constantly trying new things and evolving, while all these other games basically just stagnate because they don't attempt to evolve or basically push the genre in any way, shape, or form. Tencent is guilty of that. Anything that they create in regards to their Power World clone is going to be less than Power World. It is not going to catch on as big as they want. And basically, in the article, they talk about the fact that Tencent's not having a good year so far. Tencent's attempt to recapture lightning in the bottle comes in the face of pretty big challenges it's run into so far for 2024. A report released by Reuters back in February revealed that the company has canceled their Nier mobile game that had been in development for 2 years. While fans of the game preferred a new mainline entry on consoles, those who had wanted something new from the franchise may have been disappointed by this news. Then another strategic shift within Tencent reportedly forced it to delay the upcoming Assassin's Creed Jade to 2025. Wild to me that Ubisoft would even toss them a bone in regards to creating a mobile game. This mobile game in the Assassin's Creed franchise was supposedly play just like its on console PC counterparts. It is set in ancient China, but I think it's for the phone. Yes, it's a mobile game. I just said that. The latest misfire was a zombie shooter Undawn, which features the likeness of legendary Hollywood actor Will Smith front and center. It released back in June 2023 after costing 140 million to produce. Jesus. And underperformed, reporting only 300,000 revenue in February 2024. It didn't help that Undawn didn't seem to be well known outside China, with many gamers expressing surprise that Smith was involved in the game. That's crazy. That's crazy to think you spent $140 million and hired Will Smith to be the main person in your game, and America was not aware of this because your marketing is so bad in every way, shape, and form. With all this flop and its other unfortunate difficulties, this company may need to try every play possible to find a new runaway hit. It's now only a matter of time whether the games will bite. See, we're not creating games to push the genre or to bring in new fans and then probably tease over other fans. We're creating the game in order to just carve off a little slice of what this other company is doing so that we could have a passive income stream. Only time will tell. Only time will tell whether or not this will be good. Chances are it won't, which is a crying fucking shame. But hey, who am I but somebody who's basically lived inside of the gaming space for the last like 27 years. Who am I to see the trends and realize that Tencent is making a horrible fucking idea, a horrible fucking just decision, a horrible move in general. But with all the news that we've had today, let me know your opinion. Comment down below, let me know, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.